Today I'd like to speak about a bill they call HR1. HR1 is intended to reform the voting process from the actual voting to the registration. It also has an unusual item. It appears that the candidates will receive money from the Taxpayer Tree based on the amount of contributions they get from people that support them. In other words, someone donates $1,000 to the candidate. That's the candidate that they support. But now the government will come along and take it from a fund, which comes from the Taxpayer Tree, and match that contribution. Now, this is a 570-page document, and I'm still working feverishly on this, but that is the intent that I'm detecting out of here. Anyway, HR1 is quite a bill. There's an awful lot packed in. HR1 would affect the way voting is conducted in every state. It would make significant changes, altering their means and their methods of registering and voting. Now, there are many things that are wrong within this bill. There's much written into this bill. Here are some of the worst things about the HR1 bill. Number one, automatic voter registration, including using many colleges, universities as voter registration agencies, and registering 16 to 17-year-olds. 2, abolish voter ID laws. That's right, abolish the voter ID laws and only require a signature at the polling place to vote.
If you think that voting is important, if you think that selecting leadership of your county, state, and country is important, why would you think that it's so unimportant to identify who would be voting? It doesn't sound logical.
3, online voter registration without protections to verify the eligibility of the voter. Number 4, same-day registration. 6, restricting election officials' efforts to maintain the accuracy of voter registration lists.
Again, if everything is above board and proper, why would you be unwilling to have someone audit what has been done?
And you should know that the proper person has actually got there because of the vote. That the vote was true and accurate. Number 7, automatically restoring the right of felons to vote after the release from prison. As for number 8, we have no excuse absentee mail voting with signature comparison verification available to all voters. Number 9, provisional ballots cast outside a voter's precinct must be counted.
So you can live in one spot and vote in another spot, and they're going to have to take that.
On that, again, if you're going to do that, there should be improved verification, not lessened verification. Your verification standards should be increased. They should be maximized, because I'd like to know that the vote is true and correct. 10, congressional redistricting done by an independent redistricting commission micromanaged by HR1's provisions. Now, in case you missed a lot of this in these 10 things that I've just listed, what we're seeing is big government intervention, big government control. I don't believe that's the way we should go. I don't believe that the government needs to have their hands that deeply in what happens in each state. I think the states should all look for a uniform, verifiable, certifiable, honest voting system, and that the state should welcome and enable any auditing that anyone would request. If you have nothing to hide, then there's no reason that you should prohibit someone from looking. Anyway, that's my thought on it. HR1 is definitely not what we need. This is not what we need to make voting better. This would just be open season on cheating. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Thanks very much for listening. Please like, subscribe, share, feel free to comment. Take care, everyone. Check you later.